do share details of the India-Pakistan match that is to happen on the 14th of September. Especially in the past, we've seen where India has laid certain conditions to play this match. What is it that is coming around this time, especially amid an ongoing debate of whether this match should actually happen or not?
Suresha, your audio is not very clear. I can barely hear you, but if I heard you correctly, you were asking about a little bit more details about the India-Pakistan encounter and what are the conditions. I mean, there are no conditions. In fact, I think we've gone beyond conditions. The only condition that India had, and this is before Pahalgam happened, this is before Operation Sindoor, that India had refused to play in Pakistan and to play Pakistan in neutral venue. That was the only condition that India had so far. But this is a tournament where India are the host, and in fact, India, on the other hand, has now given in to the fact that because India are the host, now Pakistan refuses to travel to India. So India have kind of agreed that fine, we will also have it in the neutral venue. But I think the bigger talking point here is what is the need for the BCCI to go ahead with this tournament in the current political scenario? We've just had a skirmish on the border. You know about the terrorist attack that happened in Pahalgam. After that, we had situation where Pakistan social media handles were blocked, YouTube channels were blocked, and there was a clear-cut policy that you could see coming from the ruling dispensation that we're not going to be engaging with Pakistan. And in just within a few days, you have a scenario where now the BCCI goes ahead to have that Asia Cup, and they've given their nod now to play Pakistan, not once. In fact, there's a good chance they'll play them twice. In fact, if the two teams had to make it to the final, you might even play them thrice. The big question here is...
I'm sorry I'm having to interrupt you here. Please do stay on. Gaurav Sawant is also joining us on the broadcast. Gaurav, so much has been spoken about why can't we boycott Pakistan while playing cricket? Why is it that films and cricket, we don't sever ties completely and we call it a game or we call it a film, but in every other place, we take it, we are very clear that we are not to engage with Pakistan.
You know, this just shows that India has not been able to, unfortunately, come up with a coherent policy to deal with Pakistan state-sponsored. You may have very strong words that come from the External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, that terror and talks cannot happen together, but terror and cricket is happening together. Of course, they may take this plea that this is not bilateral cricket. However, it does remain the fact that India was the host, and when India refused to travel to Pakistan, now a radical Islamist state sponsor of terror is saying we are not traveling to India, and that's okay with us. It's just very, very disappointing for people, and the date today, 26th of July, remember 26 years ago, this was the day that India defeated Pakistan on the Kargil heights. But unfortunately, when it comes to that narrative battle, India does appear to be very, very weak in dealing with Pakistan when it comes to the Asia Cup, or when it comes to putting the whole of the nation approach in dealing with Pakistan state-sponsored terror. This clearly is not the whole of if cricketing ties can continue with Pakistan, or if other sporting ties and cultural ties can continue with Pakistan, whether bilateral or multilateral. You know, if India has the heft, and Nikhil can tell us better, if India does truly have the heft in BCCI, and you have an Indian who's also heading the ICC, then the pressure should be that Pakistan should not even be a part of the cricket-playing nations, for the simple reason that South Africa could have been thrown out of cricket because of apartheid. Terrorism. Unfortunately, India is not applying our full strength here.